Alright everybody, we're going to do a video on building a set in Ableton Live 11 suite. So go down to the bottom of the desktop and you're going to click the app right here. As soon as it opens up, there's going to be a default template that pops up. Now I'm going to the top left of this screen now and I'm circling around what says Song 1. When you click Song 1, the little triangle next to the Song 1 title there turns black. The first thing that we're going to do is rename this by hitting Command R. And now we're ready to type in the first song. Let's just take Such an Awesome God as an example title. The way that I do that is I put the title and then I put a dash and then I put the key that the song is in if that's the first song in the set. Now when we're ready to move on from there, we go and select Song 2 and we select that flag next to that, and that is going to give us now a chance to rename Song 2. Again, hit Command R to go there. Let's say that the second song is Say Amen in the key of B. You type it and then you hit Enter. Alright, the next thing that is important to do is we're going to go ahead and change the internal metronome. Now, in order to do this, we're going to enter a mode in Ableton that's called automation mode. All you have to do before entering automation mode is go to the top right of the screen, make sure none of these boxes is selected. You can tell it's selected by whether or not it is lit up a color. All of these are not selected, so that's good. So now we can enter automation mode by hitting A on the keyboard. Once we do that, let's take our mouse and we're going to hover down towards the bottom of the screen to where this line becomes blue, and you also see the number 85 next to that blue line. That means that the internal metronome for this section is set to 85. Now, this next part is very crucial and it will make it or break it for your set building. We're going to need to know the tempo that Such an Awesome God is played in. Such an Awesome God, per the chart that we have created, is meant to be played at 66.5 beats per minute. So you type that number in by right clicking, you select edit value, it makes the number turn black, and then you type in 66.5 and you hit enter. Now say you type in the wrong one, what are you going to do? Let's just type in 72 beats per minute. Okay, we know that's wrong, we need to edit it. We make it 66.5. Let's take the cursor close to the box, close to the line to where it turns blue, then you right click, edit value, 66.5. Perfect. We're going to do this for the second song, Say Amen, in this set list. Alright, the BPM for Say Amen is 68. So second song there is Say Amen. We're going to take our cursor close to this line, right click, edit value, 68. Perfect. Now let's say hypothetically that song 3 is Battle Belongs. Alright, we're going to play that in C. So you type it in, put a dash, put the key that it is in. Battle Belongs, the tempo is 81. So we're going to take our cursor, we're going to go down to the bottom where it's still in automation mode, and we type in 81, hit enter. Now, this is the cool part. The way that we get out of automation is A. Alright, so now say that the song set for this service is only 3 songs. The first one's Such an Awesome God. The second one is Say Amen. The third one is Battle Belongs. We're actually going to use the number keys on the keyboard to toggle between the songs. Now, watch right underneath all of these flags. Alright, number 1, Such an Awesome God. You see the little blue cursor right underneath Such an Awesome God? That's because I've hit number 1. I'm going to hit key number 2 right now, and you're going to see the blue triangle go from song 1, and it's going to go to song 2 right here. I'm gonna hit number 2. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Did you see it change? Now the second song is ready to be played. When you hit number 3, Battle Belongs is going to be lit up, and that blue triangle is going to go right underneath Battle Belongs, number 3. You see that? Perfect. Okay. Now, what we want to do is we want to bring in the pads for these songs now. So, we're going to go to the top left of the screen. We're going to hit this arrow right here. This is going to open up our internal library of files. All right. At the bottom of the far left, you see a subcategory titled Places. We're going to take our cursor. We're going to go click Worship Together Pads there. And now, after selecting the pad folder on the right side, we see a list of pads. Now, this is the part that you have to pay close attention to. Such an Awesome God is in the key of F. So we find the key of F pad. We're going to click and we're going to drag until it hovers over the very beginning of this first song section. Okay? Once we're here, we're going to take our cursor and we're going to double click on this bar at the top. We're going to take our cursor down here. We're going to unwarp the audio file. This is an audio file. We're unwarping it. And we're going to now take our cursor and we're going to take the far right side of it. It's a bracket form, okay? And we're going to take this little guy right here, right underneath that bracket. And we're going to do this. This is going to fade this audio file out, all right? So now we're ready to drop in the key of B pad for the second song. All right, so go back over here to the list of pads. We're going to click and drag the key of B pad. You see how I'm lining it up right now, right on top of that beginning flag mark for Say Amen. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to double click it right here. We're going to go unwarp it. Now we're going to go trim the file down. And then we're going to fade the ending. The fade of the ending is not super important, but it's something that I like to do. The next thing we're going to do for Battle Belongs is we're going to bring in the C pad. We're going to go do that over here again. We're going to click and drag, line it up at the beginning flag. You notice how this part down here at the bottom is like slowly catching up with itself. Well, that's because it's a really long waveform. It's a really long file, about 20 minutes long actually. And as you drop in a new audio form to Ableton, basically it takes a minute for Ableton to collect all the data, and that's what you're witnessing right there. It's collected it. Now we double click it. We're going to unwarp it, and now we're going to reduce the file size. All right. Basically, rule of thumb for reducing the file size is you want to reduce it before the next song starts. Now, once we're here, we can close that window. We can go down here to the bottom right and close this window. Okay. We zoom in and then zoom back out, and it actually creates a window where it maximizes your space to where you can see all the songs that you've programmed. Now what's going to happen is when I hit number 1, this little flag is going to move back to Such an Awesome God. Okay, I just did it. You see that flag now underneath Awesome God. All right, and now I'm going to hit number 1 and the space bar, and it's going to play the song. The pad is also coming. The click is going. We can confirm that by looking at the right side of Ableton, which has all of the titles of the different stems that we are dealing with. We've got click, we've got the guide. You see MIDI and stem. That's not really relevant right now, but and then we have pad underneath these. This is like a sideways soundboard, okay? these orange boxes over here make something turn on and make something turn off. So when I click that box right there, the click just went away, and now the reader has turned to a grayscale. When I make it go back orange, this is going to go back green, and it's going to also unmute the channel. You see that? Okay. So now I can also go down to pad and click that orange square next to pad, and the pad just got muted too. When I click it again, the pad's going to come back on. Now you can do this manually with your mouse. I don't suggest that. I've made something easier. The mouse is not going to move, but I'm about to click C on the keyboard, and you're going to, no pun intended, you're going to see this orange square go away. Alright, here I'm about to click C, and tell me what you see. It went away, right? I'm going to hit C again. What did you see? You saw it come back on. Cool. So C is a hotkey for killing and arming the click, okay? Or muting and unmuting the click. When you hit P, P does the same thing to the pad. So say there's an instance where you realize you've accidentally programmed the wrong pad or something like that. You need to kill the pad really quickly. Just hit P. If you want to bring it back, you hit P again, and it brings it back again. So at this point in time, that is exactly how you program a service in Ableton. All right. Now we haven't saved this yet. How we're going to save it is we're going to go up to File now, and we're going to click Collect All and Save. Don't mess with any of these. Hit OK, and you're going to make sure that where you save it is the desktop. And here is exactly how I want you to save it from here on. Alright, you're going to first off title it The Gathering, but use the acronym TG, The Gathering, and then you're going to put the date. And I'm just going to put a random date, let's say September, and then a dash, 27th, 2026. And then you're going to hit save, and when you do it, you're actually going to notice all of the samples buffering, and you're collecting all of the data and you're saving it. That's why we selected Collect All and Save. It's collecting everything that you've now inputted, everything that you've customized, and now it's saved. You can confirm that it's saved by looking at the top of the screen. It says TG 9/27/2026, and that is quite literally all that you have to do. Once you get it to a place where you're happy with it and it's saved, you're good to go. All of the routing and stuff inside of Ableton is good. As it is, it's preset and saved exactly how it's supposed to be. If you want to learn what kind of routing is necessary inside of Ableton, look at the right side of the screen here, and next to the click and guide rack you see external out, and it's going to external output 1. All right, that's where the click and guide go. The pad says external output 2. That always needs to be the case. We don't ever want to put the pad and the click and guide all going out the same outputs. That's because whenever we are mixing our in-ears, we want to be able to have those separated. And the way that we have things set up right now in the gathering is we are running a 3.5 millimeter jack from the computer, and it actually splits into 2 outputs that go into 2 different inputs into the stage rack, and that's how we route the different outputs from Ableton to different channels that eventually translate to 2 separate channels in our in-ears. So if these are ever the same, like if they ever look like 1/2 anywhere like that, you're going to notice that both channels are going to be coming down the same things in your in-ears, and you're not going to be able to separate your mix. So external out 1 for click and guide, and then the pad always needs to be external out 2. You can double check that, but it should always be that way because I've programmed it like that in this template. So once again, this is how you build a set in Ableton. I hope that's helpful. The last thing that you need to be able to do is go, once it's created and once you bring the computer to a place where you have it in person and you're ready to connect it to your device, we're going to actually go up to Live Settings, and then whenever you do that, you're going to have a list of folders to look through under your preferences. You're going to click Audio, and you're going to want to select the audio output device, and once you plug up your external source, you're going to actually see that source pop up in this folder here. So once again, that process is once you've built the service, you've saved it, you've collected all and saved it, you're happy with it, you've checked the routing, your click and guide's going external out 1, and your pad or other stems for the tracks are going to external out 2. You're going to go up to Live Settings, Audio, and then your audio output device, and you're going to select the external device that you are connecting your laptop to, that you're going to send the audio through so that it can eventually make it to your in-ears, and you can lead well as a team. So I hope that makes sense. I hope it's clear. Thanks so much. Reach out with any questions that you have.